In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on June 23, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets. As we provide these videos on a daily basis, I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Houston Astros versus New York Yankees. On Thursday evening, the Houston Astros and New York Yankees do battle in the first game of a 4-game set at Yankee Stadium. The Astros are expected to start second-year left-hander Framber Valdez. The Yankees counter with right-hander Jameson Taillon making his 14th start. Houston is 6-0 in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record, and 4-0 in their last 4 series opening starts by Valdez, while the under is 10-1 in their last 12 Thursday games. New York is 43-12 in their last 55 games overall and 41-12 in their last 53 games as a favorite, while the under is 5-1 in their last 6 games against the American League West. Houston will send left-hander Framber Valdez to the hill for this tough matchup against New York. He surrendered 3 runs over 6 innings on Friday in a win over the White Sox. Valdez allowed 8 hits and struck out 7. The impressive left-hander has completed 6 innings in 11 of his 13 starts. He brings a rock-solid 2.78 ERA, 1.15 WHIP, and a 68-28 Kelvin BB ratio over 81 innings, and looks primed to make a big splash facing arguably the best lineup in baseball. Jameson Taillon is having a great season, but the Astros should be able to get a hold of one of his lower velocity fastballs. The Astros have won 5 of their last 6 games. New York is good, but this is a good spot for Houston to steal Game 1. The starting pitching matchup here is very strong, as Valdez has been great on the road, and Taillon has been consistent no matter where he has pitched this season. The Astros also rank first in MLB with a 2.55 ERA in the bullpen, and the Yankee bullpen is third with a 2.96 ERA. As potent as the lineups are on both sides, the over-under is 16-20 in Yankee home games this season and 11-26 in the Astros road games. The Astros and Yankees are 2 of the premier hitting clubs in baseball, yet they make their bread from the pitching mound. New York has the best staff ERA and WHIP and allows the lowest opponent batting average entering play on Wednesday. Pitching has been elite for the Astros as well, registering the 3rd best staff ERA and the 4th best WHIP. This will be a series where the flashy bats from both clubs make headlines, but these teams win games because of their arms. Valdez has a 2.78 ERA and Taillon 2.7, and although you can argue they are overachieving, they have been excellent for their respective clubs. For that reason, I can see a 4-2 or 5-3 type of game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Baltimore Orioles versus Chicago White Sox. The Baltimore Orioles travel to Chicago to take on the White Sox in the first of a 4-game series this weekend. The Orioles are in last place in the competitive American League East, but have been far more competitive this season than in recent years. The White Sox are starting to get healthier with the returns of Tim Anderson and starting pitcher Lance Lynn. They are still in good position to make a run in the mediocre American League Central Division. The pitching matchup on Thursday night will be righty Dean Kremer of the Orioles taking on veteran righty Johnny Cueto of the White Sox. The Orioles are 31-65 in their last 96 versus American League Central and are 57-123 in their last 180 games versus a starter with a WHIP less than 1.15. The Orioles are also 38-85 in their last 123 games versus a right-handed starter. The White Sox are 4-1 in their last 5 during Game 1 of a series and are 6-2 in their last 8 overall. The White Sox are also 6-2 in their last 8 games on grass. Although Kremer has pitched well, he has only started 3 games and will only go 4 to 5 innings. He hasn't faced a lineup like the White Sox's who can put up a ton of runs. Cueto, meanwhile, will likely give up some runs, but Chicago's bullpen is solid enough to close out the game. And along with that, the right-hander has started to have a bit more success. Chicago's offense will just be too much for Kremer and the Orioles, as their bats have cooled and they won't be able to keep up. So the Chicago White Sox money line is our full game side pick. The White Sox are averaging 7 runs per game in the team's 10 games heading into Wednesday. The Orioles, despite a low team batting average, are scoring more than 4.5 runs per game. The White Sox are 4-2 to the over in the team's last 6 games. The Orioles are 7-3 to the over in their last 10 games. Chicago's offense has woken up and neither team's pitching staff has played well lately. The White Sox have gone over 9 runs in 5 of their last 7 games, while Baltimore has gone over 9 runs in 9 of their last 14 games, while one game was 9 on the dot. Both teams' pitching staff give up a lot of hard contact, which will lead to home runs and more base runners. It may seem like a lot, but the ball has seemed to be flying more and both teams have the power in their lineup to hit a ton of homers. Look for the White Sox bats to continue to produce with Anderson back in his familiar leadoff role and setting things up for the White Sox potent 3-4-5 hitters. Over the projected total ISO or full game total pick. Philadelphia Phillies versus San Diego Padres. Philadelphia will try to bounce back from a 3-game losing streak when it travels to San Diego for a 4-game series that begins on Thursday night. The Phillies had a 5-game winning streak snapped in a loss to Washington on Sunday, and they added a pair of losses to Texas earlier this week. San Diego is trending in the opposite direction after sweeping Arizona. The Phillies are 4-1 in their last 5 Thursday games and 15-4 in their last 19 overall. The over is 5-2 in Phillies' last 7 Thursday games. Meanwhile, the Padres are 5-1 in their last 6 Thursday games and 15-6 in their last 21 in Game 1 of a series. The over is 5-2 in San Diego's last 7 versus a team with a winning record. San Diego has emerged as a top contender out west with a nice combination of timely hitting and an electric pitching staff anchored by Thursday's start Joe Musgrove. Look for Musgrove to keep things rolling facing a Phillies lineup that is averaging just 1.5 runs per game over their last 4. The Padres have been close to unbeatable with their ace on the hill compiling an impressive 11-1 record. Rangersaurus has struggled at times this season and is a far cry from the pitcher we saw down the stretch in 2021. Look for San Diego's top 10 scoring offense to have no issues building a lead for Musgrove. The Padres enter on a 3-game winning streak while the Phillies are on a 3-game losing streak. Musgrove is on a great run right now and has been pretty much all season. In his last 3 games, Musgrove has put up just 2 earned on 10 hits and 6 walks in 21 innings. He's 3-0 in that time as well. San Diego should be set up very well once again in this opener, and I don't think they'll have too many issues carding a W. Take the better team with a distinct advantage on the hill, so the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. This is the lowest total of the day. Philadelphia's lineup has struggled over the past few days and is now facing one of the top starters in the majors. Musgrove has thrown quality starts in all 12 of his outings, making him extremely reliable. Joe Musgrove has been sensational this season and has yet to allow more than 2 earned runs in any of his 12 starts. He appears to be catching a decent Philadelphia offense at the opportune moment as they have struggled to plate runs over their last 4 games. Expect another gem from a guy who is quickly emerging as one of the top arms in the league. Rangersaurus has struggled this season but has done a nice job of limiting the damage, allowing 2 earned runs or less in 4 straight starts. The under is 4-1 in the Padres' last 5 and 3-1 in the Phillies' last 4. Suarez just needs a decent start to keep this one under the number. Expect to see a classic Petco pitchers duel on Thursday night. Under the projected total is our full game total pick as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.